All right.
Well, I just want to welcome everyone for coming out and thank everyone for coming out this morning to our virtual public session. We have a bit on the agenda for today, and I'm going to turn it over to Shalimar.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Kia. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Philadelphia Commission of Human Relations public session for October 15th, 2021. Can we start the meeting with the approval of meeting minutes? Any corrections? All right, no corrections noted. I move that we accept the minutes as they are submitted into the records. Next up are the case closings, the case recommended for closings.
Do you need a second, Shalimar?
I don't think we need to make a second or a first because there's no corrections.
Okay, all right.
And thanks, Commissioner Alpert can confirm she's our expert in the area.
Minutes do not need approval in that format, even when they're corrected. They just need to be submitted as accepted and corrected as long as everyone is in assent.
Thank you, Commissioner Alpert. All right. So the cases recommended for closing are as follows. Delilah Johnson versus Wistenoming Medical Associates. Tanya Looney Jr. versus the City of Philadelphia Office of Innovation and Technology. Natasha Liggins versus Public Health Management Corporation. Catherine Birch versus Northeast Treatment Centers Incorporated. Lynn Fitzgerald versus Lula Gathers. Fahim Phil versus Lester Goldstein and Athenian Razak LLC. Maria Rios versus Ase Management Company. Sabria Harris versus Eagle Rock Management, doing business as Chestnut Hill Towers. John Rossi versus Century 21 Forester Real Estate and Antonio Michela, property owner. Dale Barkley versus Target. Maria Jose versus School District of Philadelphia. Are there any recusals? Sorry, I had to go back to my screen and make sure there were no recusals. All right, no recusals noted. Can I have a motion to accept the cases? Okay, I see that Commissioner Alpert is making the motion. Second, Commissioner Austin has second. All in favor? All are in favor. Thank you. Cases for the month of October, or is it October or September, have been accepted. Thank you, and I would like to turn the meeting over to Kia for the Executive Director's report.
Thank you, Shalimar. I have a few updates that I want to highlight for this reporting period. So I will start first with the legislative updates. The Renters Access Act went into effect on October 13th. The educational materials have been finalized and linked to our website, as well as the Fair Housing Commission and L&I's websites. They provide a comprehensive overview of the protections for prospective tenants, including the requirements for uniform screening criteria, as well as prohibitions against using certain information during the screening process. And it also provides or highlights the requirement that landlords provide a written statement identifying the reasons for rejecting a prospective tenant. We have been asked to draft regulations that will provide additional guidance to the landlord and tenant stakeholder groups, and anticipate that process starting soon. In terms of compliance, on October 1st, Deputy Director Pam Gwaltney participated as a panelist for the Philadelphia Bar Association's annual Bench Bar Conference. She was part of a panel that discussed discrimination in the practice of law, and she represented our agency very well. So thank you for that, Pam. In terms of prevention and education, PCHR plans to strengthen our partnerships with other governmental departments and agencies to support a coordinated effort to address gun violence. We have worked to ensure that the city's Office of Policy and Strategic Initiatives for Criminal Justice and Public Safety, as well as the Office of Violence Prevention, are aware of the work that we do to resolve community conflict through neighborhood mediation. And we've offered consultation and training to other city and community partners. Our Deputy Director, Randy Duque, provided guidance in the initial Philadelphia Roadmap to Safer Communities Plan, which is the blueprint that the city currently uses to address gun violence. He also conducted conflict resolution and de-escalation training previously for community crisis intervention outreach workers, which are part of a community-based program that the Office of Violence Prevention supports. We will continue to work with our community partners to provide bias awareness training to improve intergroup interactions, as well as as neighborhoods continue to diversify. Finally, we are working with a newer startup company called Philly Truce. It's a mobile app company that allows residents to anonymously share information about community conflict that has the potential to escalate to gun violence. Through our partnership, they will refer candidates directly to us who are interested in mediation. In other news, Deputy Director Randy Duque has been working with SEPTA to produce and post report hate banners along the Broad Street subway line. The first production of banners has gone up. It went out during the week of October 4th. HR Rep Abigail Sue organized an event on October 3rd to discuss growing up in the United States from an Asian and Chinese girls' experience. HR Rep David Oliver worked with the 5th and 35th police districts to provide information to support their Faith in Blue events, which occurred during the weekend of October 9th. Faith in Blue is a national organization that represents law enforcement as well as professionals in organizations of every faith. HR Rep Boonrat Matt assisted in the Peace Day Philly activities, which were held on September 21st. Peace Day Philly is a regional initiative to celebrate the International Day of Peace. And this year's theme was Recovering Better for a Sustainable and More Equitable World. In terms of other conflict responses, HR Rep Carlos Aviles is working with the school district, the police department, and Town Watch to help address racial tensions between 3 groups of students and families in an area high school. Also, during one of her usual dispute resolution sessions, HR Rep Tiara Thompson worked to connect the party with victim assistance when she learned that there was a possible domestic violence incident involved. And other noteworthy events that will happen during this reporting period, Deputy Director Randy Duque has been involved in planning and holding a joint a joint meeting with the Police Advisory Commission, the police department, as well as our office to meet with law enforcement delegates from Germany on community police relations. And that was arranged by Citizens Diplomacy International. It is scheduled to occur on Monday, October 18th. He also worked with the U.S. Attorney's Office to hold a joint town hall meeting with the Philadelphia Chinatown Development Corporation, and the police department, as well as our office on public safety and the Asian community. That event is scheduled for next Wednesday, October 20th from 5:30 to 7:30. In terms of hate incidents, there have been 2 confirmed anti-Black hate incidents this month. Year to date, there have been 44 confirmed hate incidents for Philadelphia. And cumulatively, since November 2016, there have been 273 confirmed incidents of hate. Our next executive session is scheduled for November 12th, and our public session will be held the following Friday, November 19th. And that concludes my update for this reporting period. Are there any questions? Okay, hearing no questions. Well, do I adjourn the meeting? I'm sorry, Commissioner Thomas, or do you? I don't want to step outside.
I'll adjourn it. It's okay.
All right.
Thank you, Kia, for your report, and to the entire team for the great work that you're doing. I particularly love to see you in the commission. I want to make sure it's on the record that you are working to somehow help remedy the violence that we're seeing in Philadelphia. And so I do appreciate the PCHR's work on that. And kudos to the team for all the work that they're doing and representing the organization. So with that, Kia already mentioned that she noted the public session and the executive session. Also, the readers for the month of November are myself, Commissioner, sorry. Does it change? Yep. Readers for the month of November are myself, Commissioner Ricks, and Commissioner Zulfikar. And so with that, is Commissioner Shaw on our list? I just wanted to double check and make sure.
Yes, I'm here.
Commissioner Shaw should be on that list, yes.
Okay, and
right
Commissioner Shaw. Thank you. With that, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I see it moved second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So with that, the meeting is adjourned. I'm sorry, all in favor? Thank you. With that, the meeting is adjourned, and I hope everyone have a fantastic weekend.
Have a great weekend.